God says you have been sensing it for a long time now, that quiet uneasiness that settles in your spirit whenever you think about Him, the subtle stirring inside you that refuses to be silenced no matter how much you try to convince yourself that everything is fine. You keep trying to explain away the discomfort, telling yourself that maybe you are overthinking, maybe you are being too emotional, maybe you should just trust what He shows you. But your heart knows what your eyes can't fully see yet, and your spirit knows what your mind keeps trying to quiet. God has been whispering to you, gently but consistently, that something about Him is not what it seems. And now, the whispers are turning into clarity. Because God is preparing to reveal everything, you have always been someone who loves deeply, someone who believes in loyalty, someone who gives people the benefit of the doubt. You don't walk away from people easily. You don't give up quickly. You stand in the gap for people, even when you are hurting, even when you are confused. You have been doing that with Him too, hoping, praying, trying to understand, trying to see the good. You've been trying to interpret His actions in the best possible light, trying to justify His inconsistencies, trying to make peace with the moments when His behavior didn't match His words. But the truth is, the difference between what He shows you and what He really is has been getting harder for you to ignore. And that is not because you are becoming suspicious, it's because God is turning up the light. There are things He presents to you that look stable, comforting, genuine, even admirable. He knows how to appear composed, how to look sincere, how to speak in a way that seems heartfelt. He knows how to show you just enough warmth to keep you from walking away completely. He knows how to show concern when He feels you pulling back. He knows how to offer small moments of sweetness when He senses your heart drifting. But those moments are not the full truth. They are fragments. They are surface-level gestures. They are pieces of an image He wants you to see, not the truth God is about to bring to the surface. God has been guarding you more than you realize. He has been letting you feel the disconnect for a reason. He has been letting the confusion bother you for a reason. He has been allowing your emotions to shift for a reason. It is not because you are losing interest or becoming distant, it is because your spirit is preparing for truth. When God is about to expose someone's real intentions, He stirs something inside you first. He loosens your attachment. He tightens your discernment. He sharpens your inner awareness. He heightens your sensitivity. That is what has been happening to you lately. It's not anxiety. It's not insecurity. It's not fear. It's revelation beginning in your spirit before it manifests in your reality. He has been hiding things behind His behavior, things He doesn't want you to notice, things He doesn't want to confront, things He doesn't want to admit even to Himself. He has been keeping parts of Himself in the shadows while only showing you what He thinks will keep you comfortable. But God is not going to allow that anymore. Not when your heart is on the line. Not when your destiny is being shaped. Not when your future is being prepared. God is too protective of you to let blindness remain. He is too invested in your calling to let you be tied to someone whose truth is unstable. He cares too deeply about your heart to let you stay connected to someone who only shows you fragments of who he truly is. You've been sensing something you couldn't explain, like there is more happening than what he lets you see. Like there are parts of him he carefully avoids revealing. Like there are motives behind his kindness that aren't completely pure. Like there are intentions he is not fully honest about. Every time you try to settle into the version of him he displays, something in you hesitates. Every time you try to trust the image he presents, something inside you tightens. That is not imagination, that is God protecting you from stepping deeper into a connection built on partial truth. There are things he says that sound good, but they don't carry weight. There are promises he makes that feel comforting in the moment but dissolve as soon as they are tested. There are conversations where he seems genuine, but then his actions contradict what he expressed. There are moments when he appears attentive, but then goes silent when you need clarity. You've been trying to ignore that pattern because your heart was hoping he would grow, hoping he would step up, hoping he would finally be the version of himself he keeps pretending to be. But God is showing you that hoping for someone to change is different from God revealing who they truly are. God is not exposing him to punish him. God is exposing him to protect you. You have been praying for guidance. You have been asking God for a sign. You have been asking for clarity, for truth, for direction. You have asked God to show you if this connection is real or if it is something you need to release. And God heard you. Clarity doesn't always come through sudden miracles, sometimes it comes through slow discomfort, through persistent confusion, through emotional unrest that refuses to settle. That unrest is God pushing you toward truth. You may not have wanted to see the truth at first because your heart was involved, because your hopes were invested, because the idea of him felt comforting. But the truth will always arrive when God says it's time. And for you, that time has come. He's not what he shows. He's not who he pretends to be in the comfortable moments. He's not as steady as he wants you to believe. He's not as committed as his words make him sound. He's not as honest as he appears when he looks into your eyes. God is about to show you what's been hidden behind the image, and when he does, every confusion you felt will suddenly make sense. Every moment of hesitation will find its explanation. Every uneasiness will reveal its roots. God is not revealing this to break you, he is revealing this to free you. He is revealing this because your heart has a future that cannot be built on illusions. He is revealing this because the person he has chosen for you will meet you with truth, not performance. He is revealing this because you have a calling that requires emotional clarity, not emotional imbalance. He is revealing this because he loves you too much to let you stay attached to someone who doesn't value the depth of your heart, and when the truth comes, because it is coming, you will not feel lost. You will feel relieved. You will feel lighter. You will feel awakened. You will feel like something that was clouding your vision has finally lifted. You will understand why God allowed certain things to feel uncomfortable. You will understand why God didn't let your heart fully settle. You will understand why He was preparing you even when you didn't realize preparation was happening, and this exposure won't be to hurt you. It will be to make room for what is real. What is divine, what is aligned with your purpose, what is worthy of your heart, what is truly sent by God. There is something powerful happening in your life right now, something you may not fully see yet, but you can feel it in the small ways your emotions have been shifting. You've been noticing the silence where effort should be. You've been noticing hesitation where honesty should stand. You've been noticing inconsistency where reassurance should exist. These are not random observations. These are pieces of a larger picture God has been revealing one layer at a time. God is letting you see what is real, not what is shown. There is a version of Him that He presents to the world, a version He wants people to believe. That version is calm, collected, loyal, sincere. But beneath that crafted image lies another version, a version He avoids confronting. A version He doesn't want you to discover. That's why He gives you just enough attention to keep you close, just enough affection to keep your hope alive, just enough words to soothe you when you start pulling away. But God is showing you the gap between who He pretends to be and who He truly is. You have felt that gap in your spirit every time something didn't sit right. Every time your intuition whispered, "This isn't the full story." Every time your heart tugged at you, telling you to pay attention. Your intuition has not been wrong. It has been the Holy Spirit alerting you, guarding you, preventing you from being deceived by surface-level intentions. God is revealing that His actions do not match His heart, and that His heart does not match His words. You have waited for Him to be more consistent, more open, more honest, more emotionally present. You have waited for Him to show up in a way that aligns with what He says. But God is teaching you something important. A person's potential cannot substitute for their truth. What someone could become someday should not blind you to who they are today. There is a part of Him that likes the idea of you but is not prepared for the responsibility of you. He likes the warmth you bring, the comfort you provide, the safety your presence gives Him. But He is not ready to match the energy He receives. He is not ready to love you at the depth you desire. He is not ready to give the consistency you need. He is not ready to walk in the truth God requires. And God is not going to let you build anything on half-truths. You may think you are losing Him, but what you are really losing is the illusion you once held. God is removing the false layer so you can see the truth clearly. He is letting Him expose Himself through His behavior, through the things He avoids, the conversations He runs from, the responsibilities He escapes, the emotions He suppresses. God is not forcing anything to collapse, He is simply letting what is weak show its cracks. And here's the truth, the cracks were always there. You just loved too deeply to see them. But now God is opening your eyes, not to punish you, but to strengthen you. Not to make you bitter, but to make you wise. Not to break your spirit, but to prepare your heart. You were never meant to remain blind to truth. You were never meant to stay attached to someone who can't stand in the light of honesty. You were never meant to settle for someone whose truth comes in fragments. You have been praying for direction. You have been asking God for clarity, asking Him to show you whether this connection is real or whether it's a distraction. And God is answering you, not through dramatic signs, but through small discomforts, through emotional misalignment, through moments you can't shake off. Through patterns that repeat themselves no matter how much you try to overlook them. Those patterns are the truth. Those inconsistencies are the message. Those silent moments are the revelation. God is showing you exactly what you asked to see. You may wonder why God didn't reveal this sooner, but the truth is that you weren't ready then. You were still tied to hope, still attached to the version of Him you created in your mind, still believing in the potential you saw. But now, you are stronger. You are more awake. You are more in tune with God's voice. You are more aware of your worth. And because you have grown, God can now show you what He couldn't show you before. He's not losing interest, He's losing the ability to hide. His words are losing their influence because your spirit has outgrown them. His excuses are losing their power because your understanding has sharpened. His charm is losing its effect because God is illuminating the truth behind it. You cannot be manipulated by deception once God turns on the light. Your heart is stepping out of illusion and into revelation. You are being pulled away from what is not aligned with your purpose. God is releasing you from emotional ties that were holding you back. This is not rejection, this is redirection. You are not being abandoned. You are being protected. You are not losing something. You are being saved from something, and soon, you will look back and understand why God had to reveal everything the way He did. You are coming into a season where what is hidden can no longer stay concealed. God is not going to allow your heart to remain connected to someone who cannot stand in honesty. He is not going to allow you to be emotionally invested in someone whose intentions shift like the wind. He is not going to let your destiny be tied to someone who only shows fragments of truth. What He is doing right now is removing the veil that kept you attached to the image instead of the reality. There have been moments where you sensed Him pulling back, not because He didn't care, but because He didn't want to be truly seen. He knew that if you saw the depth of His fears, His inconsistencies, His unreadiness, His confusion, you would start questioning the version of Him He tries to maintain. He knew that if you got too close to the truth, He wouldn't be able to keep pretending. So He stayed at a distance, close enough to keep you hopeful, but far enough to avoid exposure. But God is stepping into that space now. God is pushing back the curtain He used to hide behind, and when God decides to reveal someone, nothing can stop that revelation, not distance, not silence, not excuses, not performance. God is about to show you why things felt off, why you struggled to trust His words, why your heart always hesitated before taking a full step toward Him. All the confusion you carried is about to make perfect sense. He was not being fully honest, not with you, not with Himself, and not with God. He didn't lie with words, He lied with silence. He lied with absence. He lied with inconsistency. He lied with the parts of Himself He kept hidden. But God saw it. God saw the hesitation. God saw the double-mindedness. God saw the emotional instability. God saw the gap between what He showed and who He was. And because God loves you, He is not going to let you build anything on that shaky foundation. This exposure is not meant to embarrass Him, it is meant to protect you. It is meant to free you. It is meant to sharpen your discernment. It is meant to prepare your heart for something bigger than anything you have experienced. You may not see it yet, but God is positioning you for a connection that is pure, consistent, and aligned with your purpose. There is someone God is preparing for you, not someone who pretends well or hides well or speaks beautifully but loves weakly. This person will carry truth in their actions, not just their words. They will show commitment not through promises, but through consistency. They will not hide from the light, they will live in it. They will not run from emotional depth, they will embrace it. They will not fear loving you, they will be ready for you. But before God brings that person, He is removing the one who was never meant to hold your heart. And sometimes the hardest part of the process is letting go of the version you imagined and accepting the truth God is revealing. You didn't misjudge out of weakness, you believed out of love. And God honors that. God never punishes a heart that loves, He protects it. He guides it. He strengthens it. He pulls it away from what threatens to break it. That is what He is doing for you right now. You are stepping into clarity. You are stepping into freedom. You are stepping into truth. And that truth is not meant to wound you, it is meant to heal you. What is falling apart is not your future, it is the illusion that blocked your future. What is ending is not the connection God intended, it is the attachment God never approved, and soon, very soon, you will feel peace where there is now confusion. You will feel release where there is now tension. You will feel closure where there is now uncertainty. You will understand that God did not take something from you, He saved you from something that wasn't going to grow into what you prayed for. You may have moments of sadness, moments of reflection, moments where you wonder if things could have turned out differently. But trust this, nothing God removes is ever a loss. Everything God reveals is a blessing in disguise. And everything He exposes is something He intends to replace with something better. The truth He is showing you about Him is not to break your heart, it is to make room for the heart that belongs in your life. God is preparing someone who will not make you question your worth. Who will not leave you guessing, who will not offer you fragments, who will not give you half-love. The person God has for you will carry wholeness, not confusion. They will carry stability, not inconsistency. They will carry sincerity, not performance. You have cried for clarity, and now it is here. You have prayed for direction, and God is giving it. You have asked for truth, and God is revealing it, piece by piece, moment by moment, sign by sign. And once you see what God is about to expose, you will never again doubt why He needed to intervene. You will feel a peace that confirms everything. You will feel a release that frees you. You will feel a shift that carries you forward. He's not what he shows. He never was the version you hoped he could be. But God is about to reveal everything, not to hurt you, but to heal you, to guide you, to protect you, and to align you with the love, purpose, and future He has already written for you. You are stepping into truth, and truth is stepping into you. Nothing will be the same after this revelation, but everything will be better.